What's going on, guys? Brian here from Wrench's Personal Training. Today's video is going to be an awesome one. We're going to be talking about arms. This is going to be my personal recommendations for bicep and tricep training. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this one. All right, guys, so let's talk in this video about arm training. I'm going to be recommending 6 overall exercises for arms, 3 for the biceps, 3 for the triceps. These are going to be my personal recommendations for getting the most gains. Keep in mind, I do switch my exercises up each month, but there is a foundation of exercises that I've done over the years and in the past that have given me, I believe, the best gains. Okay, so if you want to call it the best exercises, you can. But once again, I do believe in variety and changing things up monthly still. So let's dive into the biceps first, guys. And the first exercise is going to be your standard barbell curl. Okay, this one is great because you can add on a moderate or even a heavy amount of weight. You still want to make sure that your form is perfect. Okay, so abs tight. I like to slightly lean into the motion just slightly to make the biceps work harder and the shoulders work less. But once again, this exercise is really great because it causes your wrist to supinate, or basically have your palms up towards the ceiling, which activates the bicep a lot more than, doing an easy bar curl or dumbbell curls. The only con is that, it might be a little tough on your wrist. Second bicep exercise is gonna be incline dumbbell curls. Now, I like this one a lot because it's a lot different than the barbell curl. It puts your bicep in a stretched state, and it isolates the arms really well as long as you're keeping your elbows tucked back. Okay, so keep in mind with this one, you want to adjust how you feel with the incline. If you adjust it a little higher, you're gonna get a little less strain on your shoulders, but you're gonna get a little less stretch on your biceps. If you make the incline down a little bit lower, 45, 55 degrees, you're gonna get a lot better stretch on your biceps and keep it in a stretched state. It's also gonna be a lot more difficult to do it at this angle, but you will get a little bit of tightness in your shoulders. So, see how it feels for you, see how your mechanics are feeling, and do what feels best for your shoulders and your biceps. And the third one for the biceps is gonna be preacher curls. All different kinds of preacher curls here. You can do the machine, you can do close grip easy bar, you can do barbell, whatever one feels most comfortable for you. I like doing it because it's an extremely isolated exercise for the biceps. Keep in mind when you're doing this one, you don't want to go too heavy. A lot of times you might feel like you want to go heavier with this one because you can leverage your body over the bench. You don't want to do that. You want to actually slightly lean into the bench, isolate as much as possible, slow down the negatives, and also you want to make sure not to stretch out 100% of the way down. Okay, you want to keep a slight bend at the bottom. This will keep your biceps safe, and you don't want to get injured stretching it all the way down too quick. Okay, so keep that in mind. So biceps, those 3 exercises: barbell curls, incline curls, and preacher curls. Very good to start off with. You're going to see tons of gains doing these. Just focus on your form. Now let's jump to the triceps. Okay, first tricep exercise that I love doing personally, great warm-up exercise also for the elbows, is any type of cable pushdowns. You can do the rope, you can do triangle bar pushdown, easy bar pushdown, doesn't matter. I like the pushdowns because the cables give a constant resistance on the way up, and a good resistance on the way down. So you're gonna have a very, very good contraction when you're doing it with the cables, and you're gonna have a very good burn as you're coming up slow with the negative because you have that constant resistance of the cable pulling the weight up. So just keep in mind, these are really gonna warm up your elbows as you go into the next exercise, but any type of push down, fantastic, okay? Second exercise is gonna be an overhead dumbbell extension, okay? And I like doing these in a modified way. So I actually set up the incline bench to about 70 degrees or so, and I stand against the bench so I can get that complete stretch behind my head without the dumbbells hitting that bench. I also like to push the dumbbells together, and I only come up about 75 or 80% of the way. This is gonna help keep constant tension on your triceps, and it's gonna give you a burn like you never believed. Okay, so try it out, trust me. But the reason why I like doing overhead in general is because it targets the long head of your triceps, which takes up the most room out of your tricep and the back of your arm. Okay, so you definitely want to incorporate some type of overhead movement into your tricep training. But once again, I like doing these because it's easier on my elbow and I'm able to get that deep stretch to really feel the triceps. Last one here for number 3 of the triceps is going to be underhand single arm extensions on the cable. Okay, I really like doing this one because I'm able to focus on each side of the triceps, right arm versus left arm, so you don't have to fully isolate the muscle. And then I also like this one because I'm able to come slightly behind the body and really feel the contraction of my triceps a lot more. And you'll notice that if you actually contract your arm down and push it behind your body, your triceps are going to contract almost twice as much. So I really like including something like this into my tricep training. Keep in mind with this one, you want to make sure you keep your wrist straight. You want to make sure that you're not doing any swinging, and you want to make sure that you're getting that full contraction on the way down. Okay, so underhand extensions, number 3 for the triceps, great movement. So there you go, there's 3 for the biceps, 3 for the triceps, guys. The most important thing that I want you to remember that I always preach is perfecting your form and not going too heavy. Okay, if you go too heavy, especially with arms, you're gonna get tendonitis, you're gonna develop, issues elsewhere. Arms are not a big muscle like the chest or back, so lighten up the weight, focus on the contraction, get a good pump. Okay, so repetition wise, I recommend going anywhere from about, you can go 8 to 10 reps, but I would recommend starting off with about 12 to 15 reps. Get an extra pump, get an extra burn, really feel the workout working and not get any strain on your joints. Guys, if you're in need of a program that helps you boost your confidence, get fast results, and perfect your form, I offer an ultimate body transformation program, custom program from me to you, custom meal plan, private community for support, everything that you need to succeed, guys, safe and fast. If you're interested in that, you can click the link in the description and get started. Like always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep training smart, and I'll talk to you soon.